toast our dull little lives. When the wind blew her in from the corner of the parking lot, knew there'd be trouble when I glanced at the wives. Church who top, double stop.
Stewart Francke, a beloved figure in Detroit's music scene whose mix of rock, soul, and folk earned him a loyal following, has died. He was 66. According to his family, he died on the morning of Friday, May 9, 2025, from complications related to a stroke he suffered in 2019. Francke's passing marks the end of a remarkable career defined by emotional depth, resilience, and an unwavering commitment to his craft and community. His music, infused with the grit and soul of Detroit, resonated with fans across generations, and his legacy as a singer-songwriter, cancer survivor, and philanthropist will endure in the Motor City and beyond. Born on September 15, 1958, in Saginaw, Michigan, Stewart Francke grew up in a working-class family with a deep appreciation for music. His sister, Kit Francke, described him as having a brilliant mind, noting that his music was bright, relatable, and beautiful. Francke's early exposure to diverse musical influences, ranging from rock icons like the Beatles and David Bowie, to soul legends like Stevie Wonder and Marvin Gaye, shaped his eclectic style. He began making music at the age of 19 under the mentorship of Midwestern blues musician Bob "Boogie" Bob Baldori, a founding member of the Woolies. This early guidance set the stage for a career that would blend rock, soul, and folk with a distinctly Midwestern sensibility. After attending the University of Redlands in California, Francke briefly worked as a music journalist, contributing to publications like the Detroit Metro Times. However, his passion for creating music soon took precedence, and he transitioned to a full-time career as a singer-songwriter. Settling in Huntington Woods, Francke adopted Detroit as his hometown, embracing its rich musical heritage and vibrant cultural scene. Over the next 4 decades, he would become one of the city's most cherished artists, earning the moniker Detroit's working man's troubadour from writer and critic Jim McFarlane. Since 1995, Francke recorded 15 critically acclaimed albums, beginning with Where the River Meets the Bay, and culminating in Midwestern The Very Best of Stewart Francke in 2016. His discography is a testament to his versatility, blending introspective folk ballads, soulful R&B grooves, and high-energy rock anthems. His 2005 album, Motor City Serenade, featured the legendary Motown session band The Funk Brothers, cementing his connection to Detroit's musical legacy. Another highlight was his 2011 album, Heartless World, which included a guest vocal appearance by Bruce Springsteen on the track, Summer Soldier, Holler If You Hear Me. Springsteen, a longtime admirer, praised Francke in 2006, saying, "Stewart Francke makes beautiful music." Francke's music earned him numerous accolades, including 9 Detroit Music Awards, 4 consecutive ASCAP Writers Awards, and Our Detroit's Most Popular Musician title from 2002 to 2004. In 2009, his hometown of Saginaw honored him with a Lifetime Achievement Award from the Saginaw Arts Commission for the enjoyment and insight his songs have brought to so many. His performances were equally celebrated, with headlining slots at festivals like Arts, Beats and Eats, and opening acts for icons like Bob Seger, Eddie Money, and Mitch Ryder. Francke's live shows were known for their emotional intensity, with his powerful voice and heartfelt lyrics captivating audiences. Beyond his original compositions, Francke was a skilled interpreter of others' work. His 2018 cover of Death Cab for Cutie's I'll Follow You Into the Dark was a poignant reimagining, inspired by personal tragedies and featuring a full band arrangement with violin and a soulful guitar solo. It was a song about easing loneliness, Francke told American Songwriter, reflecting on the emotional weight that informed his rendition. Francke's life was marked by profound challenges, including a battle with leukemia that began in the late 1990s. Diagnosed at a time when his career was gaining momentum, he underwent a bone marrow transplant and emerged as a survivor, a journey he chronicled in his 2017 memoir, What Don't Kill Me Just Makes Me Strong. The ebook, published by Untreed Reads, detailed the ferocity of his fight and the support of his family and friends. Francke's resilience inspired those around him, including fellow Detroit singer-songwriter Jill Jack, who recalled a chance encounter at a cancer center in the early 2000s. "I started crying and asked what he was doing there, and he said, 'What are you doing here?' Jack told the Detroit Free Press. He just grabbed my shoulders and told me, 'Whatever they told you, live, live, live.'" Francke's daily voicemails to Jack, either singing or repeating the mantra, "Live, live, live," became a source of strength during her own cancer battle. His compassion and encouragement extended beyond personal relationships, as he channeled his experience into philanthropy. In the early 2000s, he founded the Stewart Francke Leukemia Foundation, which raised approximately $200,000 by 2000 to support low-income cancer patients and increase marrow donation in minority communities. The foundation partnered with organizations like the Karmanos Cancer Institute, the Children's Leukemia Foundation, and Gilda's Club, earning the Partnership in Humanity Award from the Detroit newspapers. Francke also performed benefit concerts and collaborated with Broadway star Brian Darcy James to raise $92,000 for the Fields Neurological Institute in Saginaw. Francke's influence extended to his role as a mentor and collaborator in Detroit's music community. Jill Jack, who met Francke 30 years ago at the start of her career, described him as a guiding figure who took her under his wing. She sang on several of his albums, performed as a backup singer in his live shows, and sought his feedback on her music. "I was jealous of his musical education," Jack said. "He knew so much about music, different musicians, eras. He was also very well read, and he shared that knowledge with a lot of people." Francke's willingness to color outside the lines, as Jack put it, inspired others to take creative risks. His collaborations were a who's who of Detroit talent. In addition to working with the Funk Brothers and Mitch Ryder, Francke performed with saxophonist David McMurray, keyboardist Louis Resto, and drummer Ron Otis at events like the 2017 Great Light Concert, a Christmas-time celebration of Detroit music. His 2005 book Between the Ground and God Lyrics Essays and Interviews, 1990 to 2005, published by Ridgeway Press, showcased his literary talents, compiling song lyrics, essays, and interviews that offered insight into his creative process and worldview. Francke's music was inseparable from his love for Detroit, a city he celebrated for its resilience and cultural richness. His songs captured the working-class ethos of the Motor City, with lyrics that spoke to universal themes of love, loss, and perseverance. "Detroit makes good music," he once said, echoing the sentiment of many local artists who found inspiration in the city's history of Motown, rock, and techno. Francke's performances at venues like Pine Knob, now DTE Energy Music Theater, and the Arc in Ann Arbor were events that brought the community together, reinforcing his status as a musical institution. His connection to Detroit was further solidified by his advocacy for cancer patients and his efforts to give back to the community. In 2003, he received a Creative Artist Grant from ArtServe Michigan, and in 2011, he was honored with the prestigious Point of Light Award for his work in cancer care. Francke's ability to fuse his music with his passion for social good made him a unique figure in the industry, one whose impact transcended the stage. Following Francke's death, tributes poured in from fans, fellow musicians, and organizations across Detroit. The Detroit Music Awards posted on Facebook, "Very sorry to hear about the passing of frequent DMA winner and participant Stewart Francke. He leaves a legacy of good works musically and otherwise, and inspiration from his long and courageous battle." On X, posts from users like at Rest in Peace News and at LTRs_2_U mourned his loss, with the latter quoting Bruce Springsteen's 2006 praise. Francke's family, including his wife and children, expressed gratitude for the outpouring of support. They described him as a devoted husband and father whose humor and thoughtfulness touched everyone he met. His sister Kit reflected, "I wish I had his words, he truly had a brilliant mind." Stewart Francke's death at 66 is a profound loss for Detroit and the music world, but his legacy endures through his extensive discography, his philanthropy, and the countless lives he touched. His music, with its blend of rock, soul, and folk, captured the spirit of a city that never gives up, and his courage in the face of adversity inspired those around him to live fully and fearlessly. As Jill Jack wrote in a tribute, "My heart is broken, I knew this day would come, but for some reason, you were like a cat with 9 lives." Francke's story is one of triumph over hardship, of art that uplifts and heals, and of a man who embodied the soul of Detroit. His songs will continue to resonate, his foundation will carry on its mission, and his mantra, "Live, live, live," will echo in the hearts of those who knew him. In the words of Bruce Springsteen, Stewart Francke made beautiful music, and that beauty will live on in the Motor City and beyond.